as we all know, cancer keeps going, and we've got to keep going to fight against cancer.
What's up, Coach Brown? You need me to help you recruit for the national championship team for Coaches versus Cancer? I'm on it!
So I was told you are the president of the Coaches versus Cancer Council, and that's so awesome. Since it sounds like you're in charge, my first question is, while everything is being canceled, is Coaches versus Cancer being canceled?
Well, thanks, Carly, and really appreciate all that you're doing. And certainly, this pandemic is front and center, and everyone's given that a lot of attention. But as we all know, cancer keeps going, and we've got to keep going to fight against cancer. And that's why what you're doing now is so important, because it keeps the cancer patients and their need for our assistance front and center. And the more we can do that during this time, the better. So absolutely, the fight against cancer doesn't stop. Coaches versus Cancer doesn't stop. A lot of the events that we have every year have been postponed to a later date, perhaps, but absolutely the need is there. We have to keep fighting, and we'll get through this, and we got to keep caring and helping those cancer patients and their families.
I agree. Why is the American Cancer Society and fighting cancer so important right now?
As you know, Carly, everyone's been touched by cancer, and it's a nasty disease. It crosses all boundaries, and right now it's really important to keep the fight against cancer front and center, because everyone's attention is going toward the pandemic, and rightfully so. It's a terrible thing, but those cancer patients still need our love, our assistance, our care, and that's why it's so important during this time.
I agree. How did you get into this role, and why are you proud to be the Coaches versus Cancer Council president?
The National Organization of Basketball Coaches, is the national association for all of our coaches. So coaches all over the country do a fantastic job using their platform to promote the awareness of cancer and the fight against cancer, and we're all in it together. And again, everyone's been touched by it. It started back when Norm Stewart, head coach of Missouri, back in late 80s, early 90s, been going out for 26, 27 years. It all started with Norm Stewart's diagnosis of cancer, and he's still a survivor today. So we're very happy for Norm and his leadership throughout these 26, 27 years, giving us a cause to step forward and contribute because of the platform that coaches have to promoting that awareness and raising funds is all very important, and we're proud to be a part of it.
Awesome. So, as you know, I'm trying to recruit a cancer fighting team. Do you have any recruiting tips for me?
It's really important to get as many numbers involved as possible, because when you reach out to your friends, when your friends reach out to their friends, then all of a sudden we've got a very broad base, a very broad foundation. So we've got to keep promoting that awareness, keep getting more and more people involved, different people. And Coaches versus Cancer started with just one coach doing something as Norm Stewart did, and now it's got hundreds of coaches across the country, and basketball officials and other administrators doing things to, again, raise awareness and raise dollars. So the more people involved, the better, and we've got to keep working on increasing that base.
Sweet. I heard you have a pretty amazing golf tournament that takes place every year to raise funds. Will you share any secret tips you have for raising money? And can me and Lizzie maybe get an invite?
Absolutely. We'd love to have you out there. It's in Vegas. Normally we do it in late May. This year it's been postponed to August 9 through 11, and hope you and Lizzie can come. That would be fantastic. But really, like 20, 25 coaches from around the country come into Las Vegas. MGM Grand, they host us as a hotel. They host a couple of receptions on a Sunday, Monday evening. Sanford Health out of South Dakota is a major sponsor. They are fantastic in leading the way. It's a lot of fun, and most importantly, it's a great cause. People come to Vegas, they have a great couple days, but they don't lose sight of the reason why we're there, and that is to raise dollars for research and do anything we can to support the cancer patients and their families. So hope you can make it this August.
So now, to lighten up the mood a little bit, what have you been doing during quarantine?
Well, I'm almost embarrassed to say that we've had our grandkids here for 5 weeks. And so it's been really bad on one end because it's a terrible disease. But on the other end, we've had a lot of time with grandkids and the family, which is great. We have a 7-year-old granddaughter and a 4-year-old and 2-year-old grandsons, and then a 5-month-old granddaughter by another family. So our daughter's got 3 kids. Our son and his wife's got the newborn. So it's been a lot of fun spending time with them. Certainly, we'd rather not had this be the reason for spending that time, but we have been lucky, been blessed with having that time every day for 5 weeks, which is pretty good from a grandparent's perspective.
Yes. Will you join the championship team by making a donation on our link?